I'm Kaylin, and I am co-founder of the Golden Flow System of Accelerated Well-Being and Abundance. So you can call me your abundance coach. And this is my buddy Oberon, who joins me in my videos because we have great conversations, and he always has really great questions. If you have questions, please be sure to write down below and tell me what you'd like me to address. In today's video, though, Oberon and I are going to talk about the number one thing everyone has that keeps law of attraction from bringing what they prefer. So this is one thing you can work on in yourself to completely help yourself shift what law of attraction is bringing you. And that one thing is emotional charges. So what an emotional charge is, it's a part of you that is out of the flow. And here's what I mean by that. Similar to a river or a stream of water, in which the water flows downhill or with the flow of water. When there's a big boulder in the way, what happens is the water bounces off of it and it hits a different trajectory. Instead of being able to just flow straight down, flow quickly, and kind of like go where it wants to get to, it instead either goes off course or has to go a long way around. That boulder creates resistance and it keeps the flow from fully flowing, minimizing the flow. Well, our emotional charges do the same thing. Like a boulder, they're a block in our own energy. So for example, if Oberon wants to, let's say, ask a girl owl out, but he's afraid of being rejected because he's been rejected before, he's going to have a lot of resistance. He's going to have an emotional charge of being hurt and being afraid of being hurt. As a matter of fact, I just gave a New Year's workshop with my husband, and one of the things that sort of came up in the workshop is this idea that on the one hand, a lot of women that I've worked with, they want a relationship. On the other hand, one of the ladies just literally described what she does every time that she goes out on a date or someone looks at her. She goes like this, and I suppose it might be more like that, meaning that her emotional charge comes out and she puts up a block or an energetic wall. She creates distance and really doesn't open her heart and let someone come to her or connect with her. Instead, she's really pushing away. And that's because she's afraid of being hurt. So it happens commonly. However, one of the problems is that then she has a friend who used to also come to workshops who was like her, hadn't been in a relationship for a long time, but now the friend just got engaged for Christmas. Very cool, right? Well, there's just no way around the fact that instead of stopping the flow, the friend had to ease herself somehow, open herself up to love, to relationship. Frankly, open herself up to being hurt. Oberon always says that nothing can hurt him, not even death. Oberon is invincible. Yes, that might be because he's made out of yarn, but even most owls, they can come back. You know how it goes. So, he's not afraid of anything. I'm working on it. I'm pretty good, but I'm not quite as good as Oberon here. And I know that you might have some issues with that too. Well, if you have issues with that, I'm saying, it's the number one thing that keeps us all from allowing law of attraction to bring us what we prefer. For all of us, we have some sort of block that's keeping that flow from flowing the way we prefer. Because it doesn't matter how much you wish for a relationship or money or a new car or whatever it is that you desire. As long as you have this kind of energy going on, a block, a stop, really a no, then law of attraction goes, okay. Law of attraction brings it right back and you don't get what you say that you want. And it can be rather difficult and it can be a little painful. Like the young woman who came to my workshop, she's kind of envious, I think, that's how it seems to me, of her friend. But I pointed out that, how can she be envious when she's afraid? She doesn't want to be hurt, so she doesn't really want a relationship, even though she thinks she wants a relationship. So she's unhappy on the surface because her friend got engaged, but more truthfully because she's not letting herself feel how she really feels and want what she really wants and allow herself to have it. Allow law of attraction to bring it. So whenever it is that you see that there's something you aren't allowing law of attraction to bring you, stop and notice what you're really thinking, feeling, if you can, energetically doing or putting out towards what it is that you want. If you find that you have resistance, if you find that you have an emotional charge that has some sort of fear or some sort of repelling of this thing that you want, all you have to do is in 3 easy steps get in the flow. When we're in the flow, it's like removing that boulder. We allow the flow, and law of attraction is more easily able to bring us what it is that we prefer. Our 3 easy steps are, number 1, welcome your situation. If you're afraid of a relationship, if you're afraid of being hurt, welcome it. Don't deny it. Don't try to pretend like it's not true. Welcome it. Step 2, acknowledge it. Allow it. Embrace it, like I say, or experience it. Because when you really feel how you're feeling, you really let yourself think what you're thinking, you even let your body feel uncomfortable if it's uncomfortable, then step 3, it tends to dissipate, it tends to flow. If it doesn't just dissipate, let it flow. Let it go. Now think about something else. Because at that point, what you've done is you've worked on that boulder. You've pecked away at it a little, and you've increased the flow a little. When you need to, if it's a small boulder, it'll flow easily. When you need to, you keep at it until you've got a clear channel within yourself. Not only, like I said, is this the number 1 thing that keeps everyone I've ever seen, known, or worked with from allowing law of attraction to bring them what they prefer, but it also keeps them from plain old feeling better. So if you want to feel better in your life, feel like you can experience more of what you prefer and what you desire, then this is the number 1 thing to do. Right, Oberon? Right. Work on your emotional charges. Again, I'm Kaylin. Thank you for joining me through the video. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to subscribe and like the video. Also, be sure to sign up for my email list so that you can hear about everything that's going on, other things that you can do to help, that we can do to help you get in the flow. Thanks again.